Pirate Radio, me, J Fresh, live in the place. UK music for you right there. CRaze 24 with We Run the Roads. Got the man himself in the building. Welcome, brother.
What's going on, my brother?
Do you know what? I got to be honest, you put me right on the spot when you walked in the studio. Normally, sometimes people come in, do an interview, and they're like, don't ask me any difficult questions, Fresh. And you walked through the door and went, I've got a bone to pick with you. Talk to me about that, because I feel like I need to apologise on air as well.
No, what it was is you needed some rappers to help out with the younger generation, talking to them, giving them a positive talk, and I contacted you, and I didn't hear any feedback, so I thought I'll wait until I see you to pick the bone with you, you know?
Yeah. But just to underline it, and for everyone else as well, I was kind of helping put people. I was like a connector.
Yeah,
I was putting people together. So, but next time, maybe I need to make that a little bit clearer, and avoid any awkwardness on my radio show. No, it's all love, brother. Listen, thank you so much for coming in tonight. It's good to have you here, man. How's things?
Yeah, things are going well. Thanks for having me, man. First time on Pyro. So
oh, is it the first time? I thought you'd been here before.
No.
I've been misled.
Yeah,
I've been misled, man. But you obviously you found it here, okay?
I found it here.
The worst thing is when you've got a radio interview and you're stuck in the Uber behind cranes in the middle of London. You can't get out. I mean, can you even remember what that's like?
It's terrible. Going from half an hour early to 10 minutes late in the same spot. It's a lot.
London life, London living. But we love it, man. I did a little bit of research about you, and I looked at some of the artists who you've kind of, I say, supported, been on stages with, and this kind of stuff. There's a lot of artists here who are my kind of artists. Yeah. So I'm going to reel them off right now. Not to gas you, this is facts. Yeah. So we've got Nas, we've got The Game, Ghostface Killer, 50, Lil Wayne, Wu-Tang. Busta Rhymes.
Come on.
So if you're of a certain era, or maybe you're just a young fan of hip hop who likes to go back and listen to the kind of icons, there's some heavyweight names there, my friend.
Definitely.
How does
T-Pain as well.
How does it make you feel when I throw those names back at you? Or you're like, I'm calm, Fresh. This is just everyday work.
Yeah, do you know what it's good that people recognise that I'm moving forward. You know what I mean? It's been a long journey.
And
I've even met Biggie Smalls as well. Yeah. There you go.
Sorry, can you repeat that in a louder voice?
I've even met Biggie Smalls as well. There you go.
How did that even happen? Whilst I'm playing a Biggie instrumental as well. This is a chemistry.
Yeah, do you know what it was?
How did that happen, bro? I'm speechless.
I was super young, and Westwood had Biggie at UN.
And Diddy as well.
And
for the show. Yeah.
And I sneaked in with my boys, ran around, got chased by security for a couple of hours, and managed to find Biggie. And I ended up sitting down, smoking with him and chilling.
Wow, you need to write a book.
I will.
No, seriously, this is what I love about radio, and this is what I do love about connecting with artists face to face. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I had no idea, bro. How have I not heard that before? Yeah. If that was me, I'd be gassing that all over Insta, everywhere. Man, that's mad. You've got a new record out, man.
I have. It's called Everybody's Got to Learn, and it focuses on knife and gun crimes. So just trying to raise a bit of awareness, give back. Exactly,
it's a record that I would say it's a dark record, but ultimately there's a positive message behind that. Yep. And obviously I've seen through your socials and everything else you've been doing, you've been supporting obviously your track, but the whole message behind it as well. Yeah. Clearly it's something that is very close to you and your people. So talk to me about...
I've known a lot of people who's passed away due to knife crime. And I think it's something that we all need to stand behind. And in order to make change, it takes everybody coming together. No pointing the finger and saying it's the drill music, or it's this music, or it's these boys, or it's that. It's everybody together. And we all need to come together as a community and look back. Look how long we've had knife crime, because we've had knife crime for
more than a minute now.
For longer than hip hop, a long time, sir.
So why has it not? And that's a mad question to put on you. Why has it not got sorted?
I think that the areas, I think it's down to environment, and I think that there's not enough funding going into the places. Like East London hasn't had funding. Like where we are, Whitechapel now, they've had high crime since Jack the Ripper. And that was Victorian times. So it hasn't been invested and developed correctly so that everybody in the areas are not struggling to survive. Do you know what I mean? Because if you're struggling to survive, then you're going to care less about the system and about everything else in society. You're just going to be thinking about survival.
Of course, survival of the fittest, that's what you're looking at.
Yeah, we're in UK, so we need more funding. We need people who go to work to feel like they go to work, and not to have to go to work and then hustle to survive.
Just to exist.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I've seen some clips of you in things like TV interviews and things like this, and it kind of it's expected now, but it's something that we all just sit there and go, all right, cool. That any kind of what I'd call our music, you'll be in an interview somewhere and then someone will say, well, doesn't this music glorify everything that's going on?
I hear it all the
and
time.
People don't understand that it is a kind of, it's of the circumstance, it's of the environment. If people are telling their story.
Yeah, I see it's a reflection. So to me, it's like the youngers are silent screaming. They're saying, this is what's going on. I'm having beef, I'm in trouble, I'm blah, blah, this is what's going on. And rather than us listening and saying, well, we need to help these lots so that this isn't going on, you know, we point the finger and say, oh, it's the music. But as I said, knife crime's been in the UK for longer than drill, hip hop. So.
But I think when you talk even wider about music that say the establishment have not got and have blamed, even back before my time, punk.
Yeah.
And obviously when garage first come around, and then when grime, we couldn't even play the music in clubs all over the country. It is mad. But the one thing I do love about you, bro, is clearly you're very, very passionate about this, but you're passionate about your craft and what you do. And to you, I feel I'm right in saying that music is more than just an entertainment. It's more than just a release. Yeah, there's a bigger message behind that.
Definitely. I care about the culture. I care about where it's come from and where it is now. And I hope that it can grow to be a much bigger thing. But it takes the people involved in the industry caring about it as well.
Do you think those in those positions of power care enough?
I think it's split down the middle. You've got some people who just care about money and some people who have an actual passion for the culture and the art of the music. Isn't
that always going to be the way, perhaps? That there will always be some people who it's business.
But then the people who care about the culture need to protect the culture, and that means that
there's nothing left.
Exactly. So we need to speak up to the people who we know are exploiting the culture, and that way we can make change.
Couldn't put it better myself, mate. Now, also along the records, I mean, videos are kind of a given nowadays, but equally you've put that passion and what you want to put into the message of the video, which it struck a chord with me, but to anyone who hasn't seen the video yet, how would you describe it?
And the video, so the song itself talks about it's like a future me talking to a past me, or an older brother talking to a younger brother, or a father talking to a son about knife crime, gun crime, and about staying out of trouble and how to avoid certain situations so they can have a good life. But then the video, I'm more focused on the way that the older generation sometimes groom the youngers by accident. It's like we try and help them
subconsciously.
Yeah, we try and help them because we've been there and we know what they're going through. But then that bus that we give them to try and get them away from that world sometimes puts them in a different world, and they never come back. They never recover.
They can't get out of it.
So yeah, I do that. That's what the video focuses on, more the grooming, the indirect grooming that the elders do, trying to help.
But misguided.
That's right, 100%.
Do you know what? I think it's time right now here on Pyro Radio with me, Jay Fresh. It's time that we play the record we've been talking about. I'd love it if you could give me a nice big intro, bro.
The next song is Everybody's Gotta Learn by myself, CRaze 24, featuring Davina.
Music with a real message right there, CRaze 24. Everybody's got to learn. He's joining me live in the building. First time in Pyro Radio as well.
First time.
I consider that an honour, my friend.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Wicked. Now, that was a track we were talking about for quite a few minutes there. A powerful message, and a message that sometimes you need to let that record kind of be absorbed, not rush on from it too quickly with the next track.
Like marinate a little bit.
season it. No, but we're really feeling that. And as we mentioned a moment ago as well, the video's on SB.
SB Link Up Grime Daily.
It's everywhere, getting a lot of support for what is a very important message. Now, I believe there's a bigger body of work coming between now and the year.
There is.
Now, I always get confused, easily done, about the EP, mixtape, album. Someone says it's an album, then you link them on radio, they're like, nah, bro, it's an EP. Yeah. So, mixtape.
Mixtape, it's a tape.
And it's coming out?
Between now and the new year. I don't want to say next month, because we're not sure. We're flirting with dates.
Now, I've heard through reliable sources there's some big features on there.
There's a lot of features on there.
Are you allowed to give me those features, or are you just keeping them tightly under wraps?
I prefer for you to get the surprise. I can give you a few. Styler G's on there, Cyclones on there, P Money, D Double. That's enough.
That is enough. Now, Wicked Bro, I for one can't wait for it, and I'm guessing, especially from those list of feature artists as well, there's going to be a mix of flavour.
There's definitely a mix of flavour. It's not all positive music. There is the other side of me, the side of me that reflects on my negative experiences growing up as well.
But obviously, as we said earlier, for you, you're turning that energy and that message into a big positive.
Yeah, I'm trying to create balance. So you can, if people are going through situations, they need to be able to talk about them. But on the other side of it, you need to have solutions. You need to have ways out of them situations. So I think if most artists created balance with their music, the industry would change quite a lot.
Well, I gotta say, man, especially what you're doing at the moment and your humble nature towards it. Like I said, I applaud it, man. You're doing great work.
Thank you.
So anything that I can do to help or assist in any way, like I said, even if it's bringing people on radio to have discussions or push projects like the track we've just played for you, anything like that, I'm here for you, bro. So don't be afraid to shout.
Means a lot, bro. Thank you.
Exactly. Now, before we keep it moving here at Pyro, social media, you are active. People need to follow you. They need to follow the wave, because I know this discussion, it's been a dope discussion, bro, but it has been a little bit heavy. So obviously people know about the enjoyment of music and you and the other side of you as a person as well. So Instagram and all that good stuff.
My Instagram is IamCraze24. Twitter and everything else is just Craze24. And just quickly, like I've got a youth workshop that we're running at the minute as well.
Go for it, bro. Sick.
We've got 2 youth workshops. One I run with my brother Big Ven, and it's called Always Progress, where we give teenagers between the age of 13 to 21 free studio time, teach them about the industry, teach them how to use the equipment and give them just some guidance. And then another one that's been inspired by the song that we've got out now, Everybody's Got to Learn, which is a mobile workshop where we attend schools, youth clubs, outreach projects, and we talk to them about knife and gun crime and try and help raise awareness. Yeah,
man. Is this in a particular area, or is it kind of
this
wide?
Everywhere. So if anybody's interested, just message me on my Instagram, in my DMs. Get at me.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Well, listen, Craze24, thank you so much for joining us in the studio, my brother.
Thank you for having me, man. Good luck.
No, you're welcome. Thank you. And like I said, keep us posted with everything you've got working on, and especially the mixtape that I'm gassed to hear as well.
Thank you, my brother.